Countdown, guys. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? I'm ready. F the countdown. Let's do it. Hey, what's up, guys? Frog in my throat there. Yeah, we're back at it. I'm just getting over COVID. Had that, so I haven't really been around streaming much. I've kind of have not streamed in a couple weeks. I streamed on Tuesday for a little bit, but yeah, I haven't been able to really talk or do much. So I am back. Looks like we got some lurkers in the house. That's good. You guys are always welcome. And as you know, we have been working on Spider-Man, this little beauty right here. And we're just going to keep plugging away at him tonight. He's starting to really look good. We got a whole scene here, though, we got to do some painting on tonight. Show you. Where's my camera? I gotta get this placed so I can know where my camera is. Okay. So we've basically got the mini pretty much looking good. I'm gonna go with this black marker in here and do black on all the little lines. So there's that to do. But mainly the biggest part of them I got to do now is this whole little explosion. He's got this whole little scene going on down here. It's just just fire and smoke and yeah, I got to do that. So it's gonna be interesting. I'm going to do a little bit of experimenting. I've never painted flames like this before, so it should be an interesting learning process tonight. So I'm kind of gonna use several different paint colors here for this. I'm thinking what I'm gonna do is try not to hit the camera when I reach for paint. First of all, sorry for the earthquake. A little bit of yellow, just regular flat yellow. And then I have this really bright Troll Slayer orange. Never used it before. Bought it originally for some of I was going to do some Ahsoka clones for 500 first in Star Wars Legion. Never ended up getting to that project yet. Who knows when I will, now that I'm doing all these Marvel dudes. But I think this will look good, and probably a little bit of it's a Geonosian soil is this other color, but it's like a not quite as vibrant and bright of an orange. And then possibly just a little flat red, but these are kind of the four colors I'm looking at using to sort of build the texture of a flame. It's not going to be just paint one color. It's going to be layering all and blending all these different colors together to make a realistic looking fire. And I'm excited about it. I've been thinking about it a lot, and this is a new challenge for me in painting. So we're gonna get to it. First things first, I need to get a little bit more water in my wet palette, so we're gonna pour some for this jar. Be very careful. Try not to spill it on my laptop. Perfect. Nope, got a little on the on the mat here, but that's no biggie. Dry that off real quick. Okay, so I just want to put some of these colors out onto the palette, have them at the ready, so that I can just be ready to spread them out and blend them. But I'm kind of thinking a few different things on this. A fire would be. I mean, this fire's got a lot of smoke in it, but a fire would be, glowing a bit towards the base, and then more flame, as it gets higher up, where these pointy areas, you're gonna have a little flame burst going in there, and sort of that. I mean, that's a fire right there. That point, versus these more billowy areas are gonna be more smoke. So it's really going to be a lot of trial and error, I think, with this. But as you can tell from Spider-Man number 1 to Spider-Man number 1 to Spider-Man number 2, I've been doing a bit of trial and error here. So you figure out what works and you just roll with it. So for this first color on my flame, I want to start building with yellow. So we got a nice little bit of water here. And I'm probably going to use some of this Liquitex Flow Enhancer tonight because I want these colors to be... I want them to sort of blend together. So there's a little bit of yellow. I'm going to go ahead and just put a little bit of this orange on here. Well, probably my second orange is going to be the Troll Slayer. We're going to go from that. Well, you know what? Let's just do it. Let's go ahead and put the Stun of Shades on. Oh, this is exciting. We're playing with fire tonight, folks. We are playing with fire. See how this does without the flow enhancer. But like, there's a little point right there. We want to paint that. So, oh boy. Yellow paint on the black primer. It's kind of not taking all that well, but it's okay because we're gonna put several different layers of different colors onto this. I'm just kind of getting. I want to go through and get all these little points first before I hit the like base areas around the edge at the bottom that look like they would be glowing. Okay, so that's not looking too bad. The challenging part is going to be building. I think I'm going to have smoke, coming up all around this. Yeah, that's a good example for me. Thanks. Look at that image. You got yellow towards the bottom, and then it glows up orange near the top. That's a perfect example for me to look at. Thanks for providing the painting details tonight. So there's the first little point. I think we'll paint that one. I like it so far. It's not going on like really heavy. You can see the black primer up under it, and that's good because I'm going to be layering. I'm going to be layering plenty of other brighter colors over top of this too. And so then after I get that looking like I want it, I will come over with grays and start trying to blend it into the smoke. In theory, that's what I'm trying to do. So we'll see how it all comes out in the end when I'm done here. But I'm telling you, man, there's more on this model. There's more like detailing of the base on this guy than there is on the actual figure. I feel like it's a little rock flying out of the top here. Okay, just kind of getting all these little points. Make sure I'm painting on screen where you guys can see me. But yeah, this is cool. Like, this is my first time really trying to do a flame, and it's I'm really excited to see how it comes out. Just sort of building all these different colors into each other. I think I'll see how the these flame tips that I'm doing. I'll kind of see how the colors come out on that before I try to build more of it around the base. But just in doing the yellow so far, I think it looks pretty good. And this is just the first color. Oh, hey, K-Ray, some. Yeah, we're painting some fire. We are painting fire tonight. It's right here. This is just regular old flat yellow that I'm using. Love how it's got little rocks. And let me show you something I did this afternoon when I got home from work. I plan on, so this is an explosion, and you see it's on top of this nice clean base. I felt like if there's an explosion, there should be a lot of rocks and things scattered around the base. So I went in my driveway. I've got like the perfect thing for this. Just kind of went in my driveway and scooped up a bunch of tiny little bits of gravel and stuff. And so I'm going to just kind of glue them around, all around this explosion. I think if you've got all this going on, it makes sense to me if you got all this going on, all this explosion and everything, that you'd have a lot of debris scattered along the pavement right next to it. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna sprinkle rocks all around this thing. I think I will get very close to finishing this model tonight, depending on how satisfied I am with the how this flame comes out. And that could be the challenge because, I'm very particular about my models because, GGF is going to inspect every little nook and cranny to see that, these things are painted correctly. So I've really got to, be on my game and make sure that I paint these things good. Otherwise, I get in trouble. How many more points do you want to do here? Mm, but there might be some fire. I would say there'd be some fire right there. Maybe a good spot to get a little bit of glow on the edge of this one. Some of them where it's just, a clear cut, triangular point is pretty easy to see that, that would be somewhere you'd want to put a flame. One of the other ones, it's kind of, you want to, you have to use your imagination a little bit to picture some fire there. It makes sense to me that, you got these rocks and things flying out of the explosion. It makes sense to me that you would have fire sort of pushing those rocks and things up out of the. Need to wet that brush a little bit. You would have some fire pushing these explosions, pushing these rocks to go flying and everything. Oh yeah, much better. Just needed to wet that brush down a little bit. Touching all these little doodads up. Hey, here we go. Be very careful when I'm flicking this brush around. You don't want to accidentally, as you're moving the thing around, you don't want to accidentally hit your nice, pretty blue and red Spider-Man with a bright yellow streak there. That's a point right there. That should definitely be a flame. Oh, sorry, I'm way off camera. I want to move my palette over here. It would help. I kind of stuck my palette right in the line of where I'm painting. So that kept me from putting my hands in the way where you would be seeing them. Though you probably enjoy watching me paint more than staring at my paint palette, right? I hope watching me is more entertaining than looking at paint dry on a piece of paper. But you never know. I've seen people that use a they strap a camera to a little robot that mows their grass, and people just watch the thing mow the grass, and it's doing quite well. So I guess people will watch grass get cut. Will they watch paint dry? Maybe so. Okay. New challenges in painting, working on flames, and this exciting. That looks ragged right there on the front. Hopefully the orange will cover it up a little bit better. Looks like someone just threw an egg at it and it just oozed down the down the front. Looks bad. Oh, thought I was done. There's one more little piece right here. Done with yellow anyway, not done with the fire. I got a long way to go on that. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, the real challenge I think is going to be when I start putting the smoke on this and trying to blend the gray from the smoke into the flames. Because you don't want it to just be like abruptly, okay, here's your gray smoke, and then here's some flames all of a sudden at the top of it. It would look bad. So we can do it, folks. We've done tough things on here before, so learning fire tonight. I think we can figure it out. With you guys here to help, we're gonna do it. Oh boy, it sounds like a cheesy like '90s like this sounds like a cheesy '90s montage should start right now. I could see like this whole gang of kids like putting a building together or something. I feel like I've started a '90s montage tonight or something. That last one I want to do. Oh, there's one more. That's definitely a point right there. Very pointy, fiery explosion point. Yeah, it was somebody's thing watching paint dry and watching the grass be cut. Got a nice little silver streak on this one from just stray markings from doing the sign. To get a little bit more paint out here. Starting to run out of yellow, but that's okay because we're gonna just about done with the yellow on the explosions. I'm gonna do a little around the base next. Try not to get this yellow on Spidey as you're reaching in here. Getting very tight in there. We've got our yellow on the explosion edges. I think we're good there. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna try this other yellow. Just see how it does. It's called Flash Gets Yellow. Let's try a different. Oh, that's a good idea. Like some cottony stuff. Yeah, that would be cool. Oh, this is a much brighter yellow for sure. Let's see how this does. I'm gonna have to kind of do a little bit around the edges. I like this one yellow better. It seems to cover a little bit better than my other one. It's much more vibrant. Stick with this one for doing all this yellow edge. You can see I'm just building. This is just my first coat of flame building around the edge of the base here. I can see already that this is going to take me a very long time to do. But that's okay. Rome was not built in a day, and neither was Spider-Man. Just kind of making some little triangles as I do this. To sort of make some, flame shapes as I go. Yeah, this paint does a lot better, I think, than the other one I was using. Seems to be covering it a lot better. Grody, that one right there on the front. It went on too thick or something. I don't know. I think I was trying to, just put too much paint on there. Right front and center on the front of the model. It's okay. Don't tell GGF. Maybe she didn't notice. We're just going around this bottom edge still, just trying to get some glow going on. Yellow being our first base to the flame, and we're gonna hit it with some orange and see what we got going from there. See how it looks at that point before we decide. I want to put more. I think I need to put more colors on it, but I think just having two. Once you get an orange and a yellow, and you get both of them on there, it's gonna up a lot. Okay. Just the yellow by itself is like very it needs more than just yellow, that's for sure. But I think adding the once I add the orange in here, it's gonna really make it pop a lot better. See what I'm doing? Okay. See, we're just going around here, going all along the bottom, building out this flame. A little spot I touched right there. I need to get some more on that. Get a little, well, too much paint on my brush there. Get it in there. You know, if I end up doing a lot of flames, I might want to invest in some contrast paints. I've seen some other, when I was looking online at this stuff, how some folks are doing their flames using some contrast paints, and they look really good. But I don't have any of the yellows and oranges in contrast paints. It's not something it's just not a color that I've used much. But in doing all of these Marvel things, it might be worth investing in it because got quite a few things such as this. I've got a lot of different bases that have got flame features in them, and then I've also got there's Pyro. He's Pyro's got obviously a lot of flames. Have that character. I don't have him, but if I ever got the Human Torch, I mean that's all he is one freaking big flame. So might be worth my while to invest in some contrast paints to do better flames. But we're just gonna see how this one comes out tonight. Okay, I think I've built the yellow pretty well. There's one little spot right there I didn't get. Looks fairly decent. I can live with it. Got a lot of yellow flames that we've built our first layer with. So let's close up this yellow paint. Give the old brush a little bit of a washing. So now, the next color we're going to use is Citadel Layer Troll Slayer Orange. Give it a good shake. This is the first time I've ever used this paint. Very nice bright orange. Troll Slayer Orange. If you were slaying trolls, this is what it would look like, apparently. We just want to go in here now and flick it up onto the where we've got yellow. We're not gonna do, we're not 100% trying to cover all of our yellow because we're building a layered flame here, but we're just sort of building that out. Looks good. Maybe I don't need to get contrast paints for this. It's looking pretty good with what I'm doing here. Yeah, I'm not covering it 100%. I'm just sort of putting some orange streaks in there. Yeah, that's pretty good so far. And I'll probably hit it with some sort of shade coat as well. I love doing all this color experimentation, just building colors on top of each other. Again, this is so much different than I've been doing Star Wars Legion for the past year, where it's all blacks and whites and tans, white clone troopers with black markings and some a lot of tan with all these battle droids that I've made. And it's really a lot of fun to be working with Troll Slayer Orange, bright, vibrant orange colors, and this very comic booky blues and reds with the character here. I'm having fun. I'm having fun, folks. It's a good time. Plus, the names of these paints. I mean, Troll Slayer Orange. Come on. You could ask for more. I'm sure there are paints in this line. I mean, I know there are. I've seen them. Like, this is Troll Slayer Orange. There's like orc blood, red or something like that. You know, orc. I've seen orc. I've seen the word orc on some of these paints before, but I can't remember what exactly they are. Orc flesh green. It's something to do with green. I think like the flesh tone of an orc. Gotta say, I'm enjoying the Troll Flare orange. It's a pretty cool color. How many times have you used Troll Slayer orange, huh? Probably not too many. The first for me as well. Okay, we got like three points painted so far. Quite a few more to go here. Pretty cool. You're not trying to like cover up all the yellow. You're just kind of really lightly going over it and leaving it, especially around the edges, kind of leaving a lot of that yellow there. I saw some announcement videos, or well, I didn't actually watch the videos, but um, they did a live stream today announcing a lot of the new things coming out for the game, and looks like they're coming out with the Sinister Six for villains to fight against Spider-Man. I thought that was pretty cool. There's also some new a new version of Spider-Man coming out as well. So, um, then there was some other. It's like a new game mode to play Crisis Protocol, it's like some kind of like battle royale mode or something. Like maybe like a King of the Hill or something. I don't know. But that's pretty neat to have a whole new game mode to play the game. Should uh breathe some more life into the game. Give you some more alternatives to play. Always like expansions that make it a whole new game, give you a whole new way to play and experience it. We're getting there. I just do some of this one right here. I was about to say I want to try it on um I want to try it on the bottom some and see how that looks, but I'm gonna just keep going with the top. We're getting there. We're working our way on around, getting these explosive bits here. Give my brush a little love. To the Troll Slayer. We're looking here, Spidey. You're looking pretty good, I think. Water in my brush helps to keep it nice and keep that paint nice and thin to just make a little layer over top of your the yellow. This little point right there. Some orange on that. To look at this after I get this on, um, might be okay with just this one red, this one yellow, and this one orange. It's looking okay to me. This is like a lot of these things are not really like defined like flames. It's more just I'm sort of making my own here. All of there's one more right there. All right, so I've got all of the like flames that are. Oh, there's one more right there. But this is the last one. I've got just this last one little one of the like higher the the explosions up up higher here. And we'll work on, from there we will work on the next piece. Oh, what do you call it? The lower explosions. Alright. Touch that one. Oh, that came out a little grody. Alright. So that's all of the higher explosions we've got now. Got all of the top part in orange and yellow. And now we're going to do all of this lower explosion that I painted down here. We're going to go in and hit that with some orange. So get to troll slaying. Really starting to, doing this part really starts to shape out the flame a lot better. Looked a little meh at first when you just first put the just the yellow by itself, but building out that flame with the orange on top of the yellow, it's starting to look like fire now. I've got these other colors here. Sorry, I was way up here, wasn't I? I got these other colors. I'm gonna try out putting it on, try out putting these man, some of the other colors, but um, it's not bad with just yellow and orange, I think. I might keep it. I might just use just these two because I am going to put smoke all around this stuff and build a gray on top of it. So I think what I'm going to do is just do this troll slayer, finish doing it on these areas, and then start making it look smoky. Start building out the gray of all this smoke that's gonna cover up the fire. If I wasn't building the smoke all over it, I might would try a few more shades in here, but when I'm gonna be putting smoke all over it anyway, I don't know. It looking like super duper bright. Too much paint on the brush. Yikes. Spread that out. It's okay, it's just right front and center, right on the front of the model. Nobody's ever going to see it, right? Jeez. Let's get that paint off the brush so we don't do that again. The challenge here is that there are no real, like, defined marking lines for painting these flames. It's all me just sort of freehanding it. And so trying to like shape these flames from scratch. You didn't get right there, it looks like a spot. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do the smoke next and see kind of what we're dealing with. And from there, decide how much more I want to detail this out. Like I said, if I'm going to cover it, if I'm going to, be blending smoke into this, like, I feel like I'm about to cover up a lot of this fire anyway. All right, I think that looks pretty good. Looks like fire. That one I'll probably touch up. I want to go ahead and get this smoke down. See what we're dealing with. And we'll come back to this flame and try to decide if we want to detail it or not. I'm not sure yet. It looks pretty flamish with just the two colors on it so far, I think. Not bad, not bad. So, here's what we got going on. Bring it a little closer so you can see. So, flame time. I think, I have a few different grays here, but I'm going to start, I think, with London gray. That's a really dark gray. Hmm. I think I'm going to start with this. Let's put these two paints out. I got Rishi Station and Umber and Shadow. I know what. I did this. That's not bad either. This is Vallejo London Gray that I've used to do this rock right here. Um, hmm, let's see what this Rishi Station looks like on the palette. Just gonna have to put a few different paints on the palette and see how they come out. Rishi Station. That looks good. I don't know what London Gray looks like. Umber and Shadow. I think we're gonna go with Rishi Station, and then Umber and Shadow as a second coat to lighten. But okay, Rishi Station, first coat of gray for the smoke. Let's get her on. very thin paint. Bleeding it. I'm just kind of bleeding it up into the cracks, or the cracks, the bleeding it up into the crannies around the flames. It's very thin. It doesn't cover very well, but I'm going to use it as just a first coat, and go from there. I don't know about this paint. Like some of my areas where I kind of bled a little bit of the silver. Um, no, it's not bad actually. With the black primer under it, it doesn't look that bad. I mean, I'm definitely going to come back and sort of pick out, a lot of these really billows in the smoke and everything. But it's showing, like, it's going on really thin, and so it's showing a lot of um, the black primer under it, which doesn't look bad for this fire. And I'm just hitting my flames with it as well, to sort of make the flames look like they're peering out from, coming out from under the smoke. So first glance, I was like, I don't know about this, but it's working out. Having this thin paint actually is really good. I'm hitting it. I'm putting it over. I'm going just right over these flames with it, and it um looks fine. Makes it look like the flames are sort of peeking out from under the smoke. It's one of those things you just start experimenting and see how it works, and if it works, you keep rolling with it. And so it's working. We're gonna keep rolling. Yeah, it definitely does not cover anything like my London gray. I really like that color. It gives me a really good coverage, but in making this smoke, it's working really well. See a few areas I'm going to have to hit with a something a little bit thicker, that will cover a little better, because I got silver paint from doing the sign. I kind of got some silver paint on here. Sorry. Remember to keep my subject over this, kind of over my Darth Vader and Boba Fett here, so that I'm in frame for you guys to see what the heck I'm doing. Spider-Man, you're looking good, bro. You was looking good. The final piece to round out my defender squad right here. Yeah, this paint goes on really thin. This would look like crap if this was white primer, but it's actually working really well with the black primer to make a really good looking smoke. You just gotta experiment with different paints till you find out something that works. And luckily and surprisingly, the first paint that I tried tonight to do this with, the smoke, actually worked. It's rare that the first one you try is what you're looking for, but hey, no complaints, right? Need to get some more paint out. Again, this is Rishi Station. I like being able to use these paints that I got from the Star Wars Legion paint set. There's quite a few of them that I've not used, and I'm glad to be using some of these paints on some of these projects finally. Come on. Yeah. This is looking good. Like I think as far as base coat for the smoke, this is the only like really heavy coat I'm gonna have to put on. It's um I'm gonna have to go in with a lighter color now and just sort of pick out and shape uh some of these like billowy smoke clouds, but um, that's gonna be more like drawing lines in areas, but the main coat here, I think I found it. This is shaping up to be a nice little work of art. All this detail on this guy with this base that you do. It's just, man, it's neat. It's a lot of really cool detail. You're not just painting a figurine with these. You're painting like a whole little scene. Like I've got explosion here, and Spider-Man's like swinging up out of it. Looks like I'll have to use a darker gray up around this point because I've got a lot of. You just end up with a lot of other colors that just bled right here where you're trying to paint Spider-Man's leg that's attached to the flame. You're trying to paint this sign that he's swinging on, and it's just you end up bleeding silver and blue and red onto your smoke cloud, and so this nice thin light smoke color that you're painting on does not quite cover the other colors that you accidentally got there. So looks like I will have to come back there shortly with something else and try to fix that. But that's okay. Name of the game. Touch up and go. It's a very painting's a very touch up and go subject. Company. You know what? I could probably use a bigger brush for this. There's not a lot of, except for a bit around his leg. Use something a little larger. Hello. I am painting.
I see that. Looks good.
It goes on very thin, but it's okay with what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. Yep, layer by layer here. Paint. Here we go. Then that's better. Brush. I think it's a brush. Nice of a brush, and it just wasn't going on like I liked it. There we go. That's better. Painting away here, folks. An hour in, and we're just rolling right through our smoke and fire. Spot. I have to end up coming back with another coat right there for sure. Come on, Ishi Station, you can do it. You can cover. Crap. There's. It's gonna have to have another coat. It's just so thin. I don't like a lot of these Star Wars Legion paint set colors. They just don't cover well. What happened? It was going on thin. Everything was going good, but it's just not going on well anymore. End up coming back with a different color here as a second coat. It looks so good right there in that little spot, but over here it just, man, just did not want to go on. Come back with my tried and true London gray that covers really well and just hit some of these areas that did not take really well. Side, but it just stopped covering. There. I don't know what happened here. It just did not take. Paint is not taking on that spot for some reason. But I mean, it doesn't look bad with this black, a black primer under it. You can see I mean, I mean, it gives it a nice little definition with having the two, having this lighter gray over top of the black. It really helps to be some different tones. If that makes any sense at all. It's a quiet tonight. What's going on out there? Anything cool? Anybody doing anything fun? Anybody painting anything tonight? Bad looking paint when you can get it to cover when you're trying to get coverage. It doesn't cover, it just goes on looking like doo doo. Get a smaller brush and go out there and get around where his legs and everything are touching the smoke and the pole. Okay. Getting there, just working our way on around, trying to get some of these like areas up around the base of this thing, the sign. There's like some smoke up under here. We can get that. Switch to my detail brush here in a second. So we're getting very, very, very dangerously close to Spider-Man. See, I'm ending up painting over a lot of this, a lot of that flame work I did. I'm ending up putting smoke over it anyway. It's good. You just kind of wanted some flame. I didn't really want really like, thick flames. I wanted mostly smoke, or you could kind of see the flames sort of glowing, peeking out from under all this smoke. And I think I've accomplished that pretty well. No painting tonight. Why not? We need some Dot Mandela going on. Coming together. It's starting to look good. See see my flames pretty well there. So far so good. I got a long way to go on this though. There's gonna be a lot of little defining little pieces on this flame. So I was going to have frog legs for dinner tonight. I had thawed out I think it was about 4 sets of frog legs, so that'd be like, 8 legs. And I had them in the sink, thawing out. Came home and there was a big plastic bag on the floor with all these little plastic bags around it. I had no idea what it was. I thought it was something left over from camping where we had packed things in plastic bags. So I really didn't even realize what it was. So I went to cook dinner and realized that my frog legs were gone. The dog had hopped up into the sink and snagged my dinner. So ended up just having soup tonight. But yeah, that had kind of upset me a bit. My last frog legs I had too. I did get some more. Luckily, our Walmart actually sells frog legs. That's where I found them. So no, I'm not going out and spearing frogs to get my frog legs, although I probably would enjoy doing something like that. When your dog eats all your frog legs, there's not much point in going to get frogs. So, and the crazy thing, I didn't realize what it was on the floor. It was just bags. I didn't realize what it was. She ate everything, like bones, everything. There was not a trace left. So I got a feeling that she ain't gonna be feeling too good in the stomach at some point the next day or two from swallowing whole bones, frog leg bones. So thanks for that, Dixie. Appreciate it. Oh, anytime, Dad. Yeah, I know, anytime. Right. All right, I'm switching to a small detail brush now because I've got to get up in here in the area that it's kind of connected to his leg. It's touching the sign pole. So gotta switch to a smaller brush to sort of get up in there and not get all over Spider-Man. That's to paint on. There's all these little like rocks and things that are getting like tossed up in the air as part of the explosion. I'm going to come in here and paint all these little rocks that are flying through the air. Telling you, man, there's more detail on this freaking landscape than there was on the model figure. Oh, I see a pretty clearly defined black line right up against the thing, the signpost. It's gonna be tough to get in there on that. Be careful on my exit approach as I pull the brush away. Trying not to run into the model. Okay, I'd say we're pretty good. Looking pretty good on the first layer of smoke. Next, it's time to go in and hit the little rocks and things that are floating about. There's a little metal pipe right there too. Hit the metal parts first. Some of that web of his as well. What are you thinking? You think we might watch some Fast and Furious over there?
What?
Would you like to watch some Fast and Furious tonight?
No, not really.
Really?
Well, you?
Kinda. I'm just gonna stop painting here in a second. Silver thing right here. Yeah, I'm gonna paint all the silver spots. There's a couple of like little pipes that are being tossed up in the air. Paint those. Silver. Ooh, that's a lot of silver. So I'll go ahead and touch up the pole too. I got way too much silver out there. Oh my gosh. Um, there's a little pipe right here. Let's do that one. I got way too much silver on my paint pot there, but we're gonna try to use it. Paint all these little silver buggers. We can. Done. Right there. Way too much silver. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna touch up the um touch up the signpost since I got so much silver on my palette. There are a few spots that I randomly streaked off into red paint onto my silver, so we'll fix that. I love me some metallic paints. Oh, by the way, I saw looked like you resubscribed there earlier, Nate. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Um, just a friendly reminder to everyone. If you subscribed last month, there's another month has probably rolled around, and it's time to re-up your sub if you are interested in subbing. If not, no biggie. But just thought I would say that because if you're using like an Amazon Prime subscription for your free sub, it does not auto renew. So if you're using your Prime sub and your month is up, you'll probably need to re up your subscription. There. Like I've got a lot of red paint on this signpost. I was painting Spider-Man. Just kind of I got lazy with my brush or something. Let it streak by here. Very easy to fix though with silver metallic. Get silver metallic covers. Covers very well. Finished up all we could there. Let's get a little bit of Troll Slayer orange. There's a spot that I got the silver on some of the flames. Fix it a little bit. Orange tip on that. Right? Not too happy with the silver, the gray and covering up my flame and a few areas. So redefine it a little bit. Okay, my next is I've painted these little bits that are coming off of here, silver. Next is going in and painting these other little rocks that are flying out. Paint them in my good old deck tan that I made the sidewalk with. Where's deck tan? Sorry, hit the camera there. Not gonna take much, I don't think. I think I'll probably stick with this small detail brush because these are very tiny and they're right up against my smoke. So we're just gonna start. They're just little bits of rocks and things that are being tossed up in the air. From this massive explosion that Spider-Man is leaping out of the way. Ooh, I just noticed something else I could use gray on. Sorry, silver. I got so much silver paint out in the paint pot by accident. I can paint this manhole cover. Yeah, my dog probably smells like frog legs.
Just like it's rolling swamp.
The dog smells like she's been rolling in the swamp right now because she ate swamp animals. She busted into all these frog legs earlier.
She's so happy with herself right now. Let me breathe that swamp breath on you.
Mm, she's something.
And I love you. Oh, no, 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 no. Please don't lick me. I know what you've been doing.
Yep. If you want licks from my dog right now, you're getting frog leg kisses.
Don't kiss Molly.
That's what's happening today.
I told her grandma about it.
Nixie, you should not be eating frog legs. Should not be eating frog legs whole, bone and everything. It's not good for you. Okay, we're just painting all these little rocks and things. Spider-Man, you were so very detailed, my friend. Such a detailed little base. Mm. Look, looking good. Noticing spots as I'm going around here. Just you notice other spots that I got to come back and fix a little bit. But that's silver was doing over there. What's this? Once I gotta finish these little, whichever comes first, finishing these little rock bits or running out of the paint that I'm using for the rock bits in my paint pot. Whichever comes first, I'm gonna switch back and use all that extra silver I've got and go ahead and do this manhole cover. I gotta be running low on silver. I use it on so many things. Metallic. I'd say silver. Just got bled that rock onto that smoke pretty good. I'd say the metallic silver and then probably just regular old black. Probably my two most used paints that are on just about every model I do somewhere or other. This deck tan that I'm using on these rock bits is a a newer paint that I've gotten, and I really like it. It's like the perfect shade for concrete once you put um the Agrax Earthshade or whatever you want to call it, strong tone over top of it. It looks it's like perfect concrete. You guys watched Ahsoka last night or not? But holy crap, man! Woo! It is getting so good. Having some flashbacks or whatever you want to call it when she's in this little alternate space or whatever. Anakin Skywalker made an appearance, and you get to see young Ahsoka from Clone Wars with Anakin, and Captain Rex even makes an appearance in the background. Pretty cool. Pretty cool episode. One of those gives you chill bumps. But it's about to get real. I think next episode of Ahsoka, some serious stuff is going to go down. We might get to see. Might finally be seeing Grand Admiral Thrawn again. We might be seeing Ezra. I think next episode something big's gonna happen. I think we're very excited for it. Just working on deck 10. Got a little bit more rock action here. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more after this one. It's a big one right there. It's like a big slab of rock that just flew out from the explosion. We're getting there, folks. We're getting there. Alright, I'll turn it where you can see what I'm doing. It's kind of a lot of this gets obscured from your view because of the mini is kind of hanging out over the smoke. Nice flat rock shelf here. Woo, we're getting there. Ah. Guess I keep saying that, but it's true. We are getting somewhere. Sure would be nice to have some frog legs tonight, Dixie. No, I had to settle for soup. Soup with no frog legs. Thanks a lot. Made a lot of really good progress so far tonight.
Are you still streaming?
It's tough to be on that. Be focused here. Some really tight corners I'm trying to get up into. We'll fix it. Really am doing this part, I don't know, because it seems like I'm touching it as I'm moving it around and knocking some of it off. This one up here, this is kind of right on the right at the tip top. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like I keep these little spots as you're moving it around, painting it like these little rocks that I'm painting end up being touched a lot. So it's kind of picking a lot. The paint just picks right off. So I don't know. Doing this way too early or what, but seems like a thing that needs to be done now. Oh, what else you got? Looks like two little rock. Oh, three more. Yeah, I'm definitely like touching this as I'm moving it around and it's knocking the paint off. What I can do about that other than finish what I'm doing and just put it down for a while. Sorry, way off camera. Still painting little rocks. We had 2 hours. This is taking a lot longer than I thought it would. Okay. We have two more little rocks to go. Clean off my paintbrush a little bit. I'll have to finish. I'll have to probably set them to the side after I do that. 'Cause he's starting to. I mean, like it's just hard not to touch these rocks as you're moving it around, painting everything, and um, one of these is really small. Last, this is the last rock. Just listen to music on the top stream. Exciting.
Why did you stop?
It's not allowed, and they don't put your stuff up. Yes,
Why? That was just a YouTube thing.
both of them. I mean, the whole underside of this rock. To be very careful. Trying not to touch these rocks as I'm moving it around. But I think all I'm going to do right now is use some of this extra silver that I have left and paint this manhole cover. Detail, I'll do the stripe around the edge. Brush them up in there. Cool. Interior lip. Touch all these rocks as I move. Stuff just comes right off. Now I'm gonna I don't know how I'm gonna finish this thing. Like, there's so much to move around and paint, and it wants to come off. As you're moving it around to paint other areas, you end up touching spots. But thing is, even it's dry. Like a lot of it's dry and it's still chipping off. Switch to a larger brush here. I think I've got all the areas around um the edges, so I can switch to a larger brush and fill it out now. Getting there, buddy. You're starting to look like a good old neighborhood Spider-Man. Deck 10 left, yeah. So let's see a couple of spots on this little pipe that I need to fix too with some silver. See that? Oh yeah, right there. Spilled so many paint colors onto this. I hope this will work, but I spilled a lot of paint onto the sidewalk here. Afraid it might not cover, and I'm gonna have to just yeah, having to reprime the sidewalk. I think shouldn't have painted it. Yeah, I mean, I painted the sidewalk because I was working on another model and had a lot of extra paint. So I just used what I had and went into the sidewalk. But yeah, alright. Pretty much gonna have to finish all of the smoke and all the model and everything before I try to do the sidewalk. But I think we're at a good stopping point tonight. Try to let some of this stuff dry a little bit before I start handling it all over the place. But explosion looks good. I got some fire in there. Got some smoke. I got all the little pieces here painted. It's looking pretty solid. So yeah, I'd say it's a good stopping point. Take off these cool guy shades. But yeah, folks, I am done. I'm tired. It's been a long week. A lot of stuff going on all over the place. Getting over COVID, getting back into the work groove. It's been busy, but thank you for hanging out tonight. Enjoyed it. Appreciate you guys stopping by and hanging out with me, and we'll see you next.